G'day viewers, this podcast is brought to you by Koala Karma the Chill Out Drink. Sit back.
Relax and... I think I was faster.
That's the sound of 150 longboard skateboarders.
You were 150. I was 180.
Well, how big are your trucks then?
160 mil with 70 mil wheels.
Too smart.
I tried to
Smart.
make it.
That's the Asian in you, remembering facts. What's happening today, champ?
Oh, what's happening today?
You're cold.
I was a little bit cold, but then I got hot a couple of times too. But today is the last day of the week. Short week because tomorrow is Australia Day.
Oh, yeah, okay. When you said last day of the week, I thought calendar week. But no, you mean 25th is...
Well, last day of the short work week.
Right, because guess what tomorrow is?
Australia Day. And it's a long weekend. What are we doing? We're doing a whole heap of stuff on the Gold Coast because it's Gold Coast versus True Crime.
That's it. And on today's podcast, we bring you Adam Yates. Adam Yates.
Downhill skateboarder.
Well-known
champion.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Winning the world champion event at Bathurst for the International Downhill.
Isn't that insane? Like,
oh, yeah.
This person who skateboarded down Mount Panorama was sitting in this room, chatting to us like a mate.
I know, and you know what? He crossed over the border, from competing to going. I need to put on a race for other people.
Yeah,
that's a big thing when you're a competitive person. You know, you're a world champion 10-pin bowler. Apparently. I didn't know that about you. Listening to this episode about Rika, did you ever win any state titles or anything like huge?
No, it was like a little league that we did every Wednesday
Ashmore?
night. Ashmore.
How many trophies do you think you won?
I won shitloads of trophies, plugs.
Are these like trophies just for being there?
Participation award.
Imagine that. All your trophies were just participation awards.
I'm still going, thank you. Imagine that. I just made it all up. My highest score and everything.
I can't believe you're a bowler. That's the coolest thing.
But my balls
what?
like I was really slow. So I was that person that everyone thought, she doesn't even know how to bowl, you know, because it would be really slow and gentle.
Right.
But it was so precise that I would get strikes, spare, kind of, you know, or like 8s and 9s and shit like that. And everyone was like, we still don't know how your balls actually knock down those pins, Rika.
Oh, because they just
it was like, yeah, people would be like, oh, I've got time to go to the bar now.
Do you think people were checking out your ass when you did though? Because that's what I'm not focusing on you, but bowling is sort of like that moment.
Ass?
Yeah,
Check
it is.
It out.
Well, you know that moment when you pick up the ball, you're out there in the aisle, and you go to throw it. You're like the central focus point for stuff. Don't you feel that?
No.
You don't feel that?
No.
That you're sort of like out there.
At the pins.
I guarantee it. That's what I do when I'm with I'm trying to pretend I'm not. If I'm like bowling with friends,
Yeah.
you sort of check out their whole body type by nature. Yatesy. All right, so I want to thank Adam Yates for coming in. I want to thank Koala Karma for sponsoring yet another episode.
Yeah. And once again, I don't know. I think did we say anything when it was just the two of us before? Earlier.
Do it.
No. Well, if you've got any comments about tonight's episode, and if you've got questions for Drew or me or opinions or any I don't know.
Questions that we can answer,
Yeah. Or suggestions that might make this show even better. I doubt that it's going to get any better. But anyway, so send your opinions, suggestions, comments, whatever to, what is it again? gcvsdk@gmail.com.
Yeah, gcvsdk@gmail.com.
We forgot to talk about the Twitter dude. Next week.
Darren Moore. Darren Moore. Darren Moore. You're a legend, mate.
Oh, yay!
We love you. Hey, this one goes out to Darren Moore. He was listening to the last podcast where we said riding on a cherry picker was the most manly thing to do. But guess what Darren Moore does? He works from midnight till dawn picking up trees with like a 1,000,000-ton excavator that just like eats them all up. And like squirrels die. He's somewhere down in Mount Gambier in South Australia there. This beer is for you, Darren. Happy Australia Day.
Thanks for contacting us.
Over to you, Yatesy. Woo!
It's a Gold Coast.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned.
Good evening. G'day, Rika.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? Tuesday night, Burley Heads. What's cracking there?
It's Thursday night tonight.
It is.
And who's this in the corner we see here? It's Adam Yates.
Yatesy.
I'm at the head of the table. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yate Dog. What do they call you, Yate Dog?
I don't know. I think it's a play on the old Nate Dog.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
Nate D-A-double-G. And
That's on Instagram, right? Is that the Yate Dog?
Yeah,
I saw it just yesterday. That's why I'm bringing it up. I know.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. It was my email as well.
Was it?
Yate Dog.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, world champion Kevin Reimer from British Columbia, owner of Era Chucks. He's working for Pal Peralta at the moment. He basically gave me the nickname back in 2008.
Yeah. Okay. Yate Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stuck.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of Aussie speedway dudes getting around with like G-Mac. You go, what the fuck? Where'd you get that name from? Then you go, oh, from Old Mate. And I go, oh. You know, when you hear the name and it's like from the country that it came from.
Yeah.
Yate Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. with a little American Canadian sort of slang.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you can understand it.
Where you been
I
traveling
used to be
lately?
called Fruit Bat by a couple of my work colleagues. Yeah, 'cause I had a lot of fruit. I still do.
Oh, do you?
Fruit's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Harvest the fruit. The golden orbs. Love it.
Do you? Do you make it? Do you grow it?
Mangoes.
Mangoes, yeah.
I don't really like mango.
Oh,
What?
You need
What's
it.
wrong with
They're
you?
too sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a question for you then, Rika.
What?
When I think about the beauty of mangoes, right? You'll be into this, Yate Dog.
Yeah,
Adam
I'm
Yates.
already into it.
All right. Imagine coming over the hill, right? You're discovering, I don't know, Australia, I guess. They're Australian fruit, maybe, yeah.
They're tropical.
Tropical. So
Yeah.
you're coming over the hill, you're starving. You're sort of like bashing through the bushes. This is what I think of macadamias as well, to be honest. And you come across these things hanging from the tree and go, what the hell is this? I don't know if I should eat it. And you bust it open and it's a freaking mango. They are so good.
They're
They're
delicious.
like
Yeah.
a gift.
They're delicious.
My son loves them, but I don't know. They're just too sweet. And
You should try them with the skin.
with the skin.
I think that's why they called me Fruit Bat back in the day, because I used to, I still do.
Do you eat kiwi fruit with the skin on too?
Yeah, and I eat apple cores and I eat,
Peaches.
all the skin on all fruits except for bananas and oranges.
Wow, that's interesting.
And
citrus.
apple cores. My dad used to eat the apple core.
I eat all the seeds in fruit as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't checked whether
Yeah,
it comes
why
out
not?
the other end. My old man used to tell me I'd get apple trees growing out my ears and stuff.
Yeah.
Here I am. I'm mid-30s and I still ain't seen no apple trees.
You think about that, man, because the only reason I don't eat apple seeds, I get into the idea though of like eating the ends off strawberries and crap, like like a bit of dirt, but for all we know, all the little stuff. I had the other month chicken hearts.
Oh, yeah.
You know how Brazilians are dead keen on chicken hearts.
I was just going
in
to
a
say
barbecue?
the Brazo barbecue.
Yeah, they eat chicken hearts, these cool little things. And I couldn't wait. I went, what? You do what? I couldn't wait
What'd you
for a
think?
chicken heart to go into my body because it'd be a certain enzyme and whatever that I'm pretty sure I've never had in my life.
Never
And
had offal.
I'm bound to have eaten a pie and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like an actual dedicated heart that I ate, and
a
lots
whole
of them.
heart too.
Yeah, and I was hoping for like a little bit of like, little wires within your brain connecting that certain things hadn't connected before, because I might say my cousin downstairs doesn't eat any salad.
Really?
What? Gaz doesn't eat salad?
Yeah, but like, those guys.
He's just a meat eater.
Well, yeah, one of those dudes.
But
Yeah,
what
but
does that
a
have
bit,
to
a
do?
bit.
Protein.
What
Loves
does that
his
have to
protein.
do with the apple seed?
Well, if you're eating a seed, what's to say that just doing that will give you a little bit of a kick of something within your brain or your body that it hasn't been connected before?
Is that
Like,
why you're good at what you do?
Maybe.
Maybe. Have we introduced what he does yet on this particular podcast?
No. But maybe it does, hey?
Maybe we're going to...
I eat fruit.
Yates does.
Yeah, you tell us what we're doing, mate.
Long and the short of it, I've travelled the world for a couple of years, and skateboarding, I've been fortunate enough to have some really, really good people on my side and flown me and travelled me around the world for a lot longer than probably what I should have. Anyway, now it's time to give back to the skateboarding community. I'm not skating so much. I'm a father of two. Last year, I won the Masters World Championship, and I thought, well, what better way to kick off that, I guess, stage of my life with organising races. It's, I guess, Australia's in dire need of more downhill events. Actually, it's in need of more skateboarding events. It's a really good thing that I get the opportunity to sort of like work alongside my team and bring downhill events to Queensland, not just Queensland, I guess Australia. But Tame the Taipan is the new event that's on the calendar for 2018. It's in a couple of months' time, March 16th through 18th, out of a private residence in Gilston. Fully approved by the council. Getting some good sponsors on board. However, could do with more. And we've got a lot of good international and Australian riders coming. It is labelled the Australian National Championships for its inaugural event, and
Wow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Man, I'll be honest. I can't. I was amazed you got council approval. It's like the kind of sport from any outsider, when you see it in the flesh, like, wow. It looks like the most risky. It's so exhilarating. The sound, though, it's so fast.
Sounds like jets, eh? Like Top Gun, sitting on the deck of one of those aircraft carriers.
It's one of the ballsiest
Wow.
things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And they're cool, too, like leather bike racing suits and helmets that look like sperm, sort of like
Yeah.
Full
full aero hats.
Like the trick of the game, the name of the game is to get to the bottom of the hill first.
Yeah.
And you can do it however you want, whether your style's like full hunko, or if it's like really, really steezy. And I mean, a lot of the guys this day and age they're jam-packed full of like steez, what we call the style with ease, and they're looking the part too. They're full of the aerodynamic helmet look and all the pro bits and pieces, and yeah, it is. It's I don't know. Like imagine Darth Vader, like an aerodynamic Darth Vader.
Yeah.
On a skateboard going downhill really quick.
Just that attitude, like their legs are sort of all buckled in like a
know,
skater,
yeah.
but there's your head's leading the way, and they just sound like jets, like whoosh. You can't believe it. They don't have brakes. It blows my mind. But when I
blows
saw
my
you
mind.
guys, I went, no, these guys know exactly what they're doing. Like that's what I mean. To my mum, she would just see all the crazy, the worst situations in the world happening, and I kind of saw that until I saw it in the flesh. I'm like, no. These are like athletes. These guys know everything about that thing, of course.
And honestly, like to pay homage to that word athlete, like the guys at the top of the sport this day and age are athletes. You know, they're watching their diets. They're not really drinking. They're training. They're doing a lot of physio, a lot of cardio work, a lot of like off season. Pilates, yoga, all the dietary bits and pieces that they sort of like wish to choose to take on. These guys are athletes. They're well aware of their surroundings and what they got the job at hand. There's certainly no drugs and alcohol during competition.